So today we did takedowns. We went over like the grips first. So this is with Professor Tiago. He does a really good job of like explaining why you got to do anything, or like the reason why you're doing something. So he was talking about first of all staying like a good distance away. So you want to kind of just be able to like brush the other guy with your hands. So you want to stay out of range, but close enough where you can interact if you want to. And then he said with your lead arm, you always want to grab with your lead arm so you don't have to twist your body in order to reach your opponent. Then he said go for the same side lapel. Tim always says go for the opposite side and then switch hands. So I'm not sure why that's the case. But so we were going for either double lapel or one side lapel plus and he's also talking about blocking. If someone's trying to get a grip on your lapel, block. You can actually block his arm, which I've never heard anyone say before. It's more contact than you usually have, I guess. And then he's also like what did he say? Block it. Okay, so anyway, so double. The first thing we do is double leg. So want to grab his lapel with your lead on your lead foot side, and then you can actually open your body a little to make it harder for your opponent to grab your lapel. And then he said you could block your opponent if he tries to grab lapel, then get double lapels. Then you squat down, your right knee can go to the floor or almost the floor, or your lead knee can go to the floor or almost the floor. And then you posture up so your head is high, your left leg steps through, and then so what that causes is that all of your opponent's weight is on his back leg, and then all you need to do is put some pressure with your head or neck, or just like a tap with one of your hands and hold it down. Because all his weight's on one foot, it's very hard for him to balance, so it doesn't take much. He also talks about inside position, how important that is, and the reason for that is like any inside position is stronger than your outside position. So if you have an inside grip and your opponent has an outside grip, you'll be able to dominate that fight between the grips. So that was the double leg. Then the second one we did was Osoto Gari. So that was assuming, so we got lapel grip, same thing, and then opponent, as we're going to get the second lapel grip, the opponent blocks, grabs our arm, grabs the wrist, something like that. So we only have one grip. So at that point you step in and step forward with your, like a bigger step with your outside leg. Then your inside leg comes through and then comes and goes back. It's like a picking the leg from the other side. So outside leg takes a big step past your opponent. Inside leg comes forward and then back, so it scoops your opponent's leg from the back. He caught the knee. It was when he did it was sort of like the inside of his knee caught the inside of his opponent's knee. When I was drilling the other guy, it felt a little awkward, like he was sort of twisting my leg because he went like really high. And I think if you tried that in real life, it wouldn't work so well. So I think knee to knee should be the highest you should be on the leg. Let's see. Yeah, so then we did live drilling. So one thing I know is I went against the same guy I was drilling against, and then I also went against this other guy. I went against two other guys, actually. So if someone's bigger than me, like, I just can't get inside of his arms. And it's kind of useless. And this other guy, he just like straightened his arms out, and he was a brand new. He had no stripes. I don't think he's gone to many classes, but he all he did was like straighten his arms off and like stiff arm me away every time. So I had to ask him about that. In that case, I mean, I would just pull guard, I think. Also went against another guy, Charlie. He's bigger than me, and if I did bad time with the ankle pick, it was easy for him to sprawl on me, and then I'm in turtle. So timing that correctly, not overextending on the ankle pick. The double leg is also very timing dependent. Like, it's very scary to step inside. So Tim said yesterday you're supposed to do it when the opponent is like standing tall posture with both legs back. So I don't know when that happens, because most people are either like bent down with their butt sticking out, or they're being very aggressive. So I think, well, the times he's demonstrating classes when I'm pulling back, or whoever's pulling back, and then the second person is like resisting and then pulls all the way back. So I don't think I'm ever strong enough, have a strong enough strength disparity for me to like pull enough that they pull back enough to stand up straight like that. Most of the time I am dealing with someone who has their butt stuck out, which in our case I should pull him forward and then we'll pull him back, or pull. I should go backwards, he should be pulled forward, and then sort of collar tie, snap down, or if he overreacts, then I go to ankle pick. Yeah, there were a couple of times the single leg was there and I missed it. A couple of times I got it. I don't know, maybe it wasn't actually there. I have a hard time reading what I'm supposed to do, because a lot of times it doesn't work. It doesn't not work because I read it wrong, or does it not work because I'm slow on doing it, or does it not work because my technique sucked? So that's just repetition. But Monday, Fridays we do some stand up a lot, so I can just practice it then. Probably not really time for the tournament, but yeah, just things to think about. The stand up is like a whole other thing. At least I'm not like intimidated by it anymore. So there's one guy today in rounds that was like fucking insane. I mean, he's always like that, but he only goes in the afternoon, so I don't see him that often. But I mean, I can see all the things he's doing wrong. I don't know if I could exploit them because he's just like so much bigger and stronger. And if I mess up, then he'd be on me like crazy. He'd be like like a cat. But it is interesting that everyone's obviously like intimidated by him, but there's like so many holes that you can see. Now that I actually know what to look for, I guess.